Hi, my name's Ron Peterson. I'm an instructor down here at Douglas Education Center. I'm here to show you how to do a pre-trip inspection on a tractor trailer. First thing you want to do as you're walking up to the truck is you want to tell them there's no leaks and no leans, which would be engine leaking, radiator leaking, suspension broken, which is causing it to lean, a flat tire. Then you want to go to the roof of the truck. There is no obvious damage. The visor and the lights are on, secured, in working condition. Your windshield is free and clean of debris. Your inspection sticker is on. Your weight class sticker is on and legal. Your wiper blades are secured to the truck, and your wiper arms are secured to the truck. Then we go to the body. There's no obvious body damage. Your spot mirrors, they're clean and they're not broken. You have a grill. Your grill is secured to the truck. You have headlights that are proper color and are working and they're secured to the truck. We have our turn signals, proper color, secured to the truck. We have a bumper that's secured to the truck with a license plate that is legal and up to date. The next step is going to be under the hood, driver's side of the engine compartment. I normally start in the front and I work myself back, up and down and try to keep everything in order with the suspension, the steering, the airlines. I try to keep everything in order. So normally I start up here at the front. This is your radiator. It's secured to the truck. It is not leaking. You come inside to the fan blades. They are not cracked, not missing, and they are all there. You have your fan belts. 1/2 inch to 3/4 of play or deflection. Come to your engine block. The engine block is not cracked. It is not leaking any oil. You will come up to the air canister. The air canister is secured to the truck. You have an air intake. It is secured to the truck and it is not leaking. We have a water line that is secured to the truck and it is not leaking. We're going to go to the air compressor. This supplies all the air to the air tanks for your air brakes and everything to work. It is secured to the truck. It is not leaking. It is gear driven. It has an air governor on it, which cuts out at 125 pounds and will cut back in at 100 pounds. This is your mother airline. This supplies the truck to everything. If this is not working properly, you will lose all air pressure to the truck. Then you want to go to your electrical lines. Not frayed, not broken, secured to the truck. Come up here to your air lines for your gauges inside the truck. They are not leaking. From here we'll go over to the power steering reservoir. Yes, it says motor oil on it, but this runs on motor oil, 15W30, not power steering fluid. This is the reservoir. It is secured to the truck and it is not leaking. We have our power steering lines. They are secured to the truck and they are not leaking. We have our frame, which runs from the front to the back. It is not cracked, it is not welded, and it is not missing any bolts. Come up to your steering shaft. Your steering shaft is not twisted, it is not bent. The steering shaft comes down here to a steering knuckle. The steering knuckle is secured to the truck, working condition. We have our power steering gearbox. It is secured to the truck. It is not leaking. Okay, we have a pitman arm. The pitman arm is secured to the truck. The pitman arm goes down to this drag link. This is a drag link. The drag link is held on to the pitman arm by a ball joint, a castle nut, and a Carter pin. They call it a castle nut. I don't know if you can see right here where I'm pointing, but the nut actually looks like the top of a castle. The drag link, if you follow it back, it goes to the spindle. The spindle is also held on to the drag link with a ball joint, castle nut, and Carter pin. From there, you would like to go over to your leaf spring hangers. Leaf spring hangers, front and rear, secured to the truck. There's one back here. Leaf springs, secured to the truck, not cracked, none are missing. U-bolts, secured to the truck, holding the leaves to the axle. From there, we'll go back here to your shock absorber. We have a shock absorber, it's secured to the truck, and it is not leaking. We have an air line. The air line runs to the air canister. The air canister is secured to the truck, it is not leaking. It has a push rod. This is your push rod. The push rod goes to this slack adjuster. The slack adjuster cannot move more than 1 inch of play. You have your brake drum, not bent, not twisted. You have your brake shoe, no less than 1/4 inch of pad. You have an inside of your rim, not bent, not twisted. The inside of your tire, no CIDs, condition, inflation, and depth. Top of the tire, no CIDs, properly inflated, virgin rubber, 4/32 of tread depth. Outside tire, no CIDs. Rim, no bends, no welds. Metal valve stem with a metal cap. Lug nuts secured to the truck, or you'd see streak and rust and shiny metal. Hub seal not leaking. We have a fuel filter. Our fuel filter is secured to the truck. It is not leaking. We also have the fuel lines, which are not leaking and secured to the truck. Down in the front, we have a hood hinge. It is proper working order. Once we get over here to the passenger side of the engine compartment, I try to always start at the top. We have an air conditioning unit up here. It's not leaking and it's secured to the truck. We have an alternator. It is secured to the truck and it is working condition. We have an air intake for the turbos. We have an air take for the air cleaner. They are both secured to the truck and not leaking. On this back firewall, we have a green and blue hose. These are water lines. They are secured to the truck, they are not leaking, and they come over to the antifreeze reservoir. This is a non-pressurized system, and it has a sight glass to tell you if it's full or not. We have an air dryer for the air conditioning unit. Takes all the wet air out. We have our electrical lines secured to the truck, not frayed. We have our engine block. Not leaking, not cracked. We have twin turbos. They're secured to the truck. They're in working order. If they were leaking, we would have black soot blowing out of them. The exhaust, follow the exhaust down the frame as far as you could see it. So it has no cracks, no welds. Not leaking, or you'd see black soot. We have the frame. Frame comes all the way to the front of the truck. No missing, no bolts. Not cracked and not welded. We have a water pump. Water pump is secured to the truck. It is not leaking. We have our water lines. They are secured to the truck. They are not leaking. This is the dipstick where you check your oil in your engine. This is where you put the oil in your engine. Then you'll come over to the washer fluid reservoir. It is not leaking. We have a hood hinge. It is in proper working condition. We have our spring hangers, front and rear. They are secured to the truck. We have our leaf springs. They are secured to the truck. They are not missing and they are not cracked. We have U-bolts, which holds the springs to the axle. They are secured to the truck. We have our shock absorber, which is up there. Shock absorber. It is secured to the truck and it is not leaking. Our air line. We have an air line that goes to the air canister. They are not leaking and secured to the truck. The air canister goes to a push rod, which goes to the slack adjuster. There's your push rod right there, and your slack adjuster. And the slack adjuster can't move more than 1 inch. Brake drum, not bent, not twisted. Brake shoe, no less than 1/4 inch of wear on the pad. Inside of the rim, not bent, not twisted. Inside of your tire, no CIDs, condition, inflation, or depth. Top of the tire, no CIDs, properly inflated, 4/32 of depth, and virgin rubber. Outside tire, no CIDs. Rim, not twisted, not bent, not welded. Lug nuts secured to the truck, or you'd see streak and rust shiny metal. valve stem and metal cap, hub seal not leaking.